Hey, I'm Jim Richards with Impact Ministries. You know, there have been times that people have come to me and said, look, I'm not a legalist, and you keep talking about sowing and reaping, so you're telling me I got to do stuff to earn God doing something back? Whoa, 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 whoa. The person that makes that statement absolutely misunderstands the law of sowing and reaping. Stop and think about it like this. If you walk out into a garden and you plant one kernel of corn, first of all, God does not have to make a decision for that kernel to grow. It's going to grow. If the soil's good and the seed's good, it's going to grow. And in fact, not only is it going to grow, but it's going to always produce more than you plant. You don't plant one kernel of corn and grow one kernel of corn back. You grow ears of corn back that have multiple kernels on every single ear. And so God doesn't have to do anything. You don't have to pray over it. It just happens because it is the law of sowing and reaping. So in our lives, what we're sowing into our lives are the words we hear and then the thought that we give to those words, how much we think about them, how much we ponder them, how much we remember them and mull them over in our head. And just as sure as you plant a seed and God doesn't have to make a choice for it to grow, when you plant a seed in your heart, God's not making a choice for it to grow. This is not about you doing something and God rewarding you or punishing you accordingly. This is about what you plant in your life. And the great thing about that is that we know that every seed bears after its own kind. So when I decide what I want in my life, I'm not talking about what God's going to do. I'm just talking about how God created me, the promises that God has made to me. All I've got to do is know what seeds to plant and how to plant them into my heart. And there's nothing to pray about because God set this in motion. God created you this way. Then you can determine what's going to grow in your life, good or bad, and it is always your choice. Listen, if you want to find out more about the law of the seed, then be sure and click below. And this Thursday, you'll get an email with a link to a short message. I'm telling you what, it's going to be an eye-opener for you to understand how simple it is to get your life working and have the life that you really desire to have. But be sure and click below on the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you this Thursday.